Well, I'm setting off now for gig number 8 on the Sensational 60s tour. So I live here in Manchester, so I'm going to drive a couple of hours, about 2 hours and a bit, down to the Midlands where most of the band are based. And Mick, our guitarist, lives in a village called Berkswell, so it's 2 hours down there. And then we'll all travel in the group van another 3 hours, so it'll be 5 hours down to tonight's gig in Clacton on Sea. So that's gig number 8. Well, we've arrived at Westcliff Theatre, which is gig number 8 on the tour. Long journey. Left Manchester at 10:30. We met up in the Midlands and we left around about 1:30. We finally got here at 5 o'clock after a very circuitous route with various navigational challenges on the way. But we got here in the end, and it's a very interesting venue. It looks a bit like an old sort of cinema, which I suspect it is. It's gig number 8 on the Sensational 60s Experience Tour. Well, this is a strange sort of place for a gig, really. It's in the middle of a housing estate. There's our van. I don't know if you've noticed the number plate. F4 tunes. And I'm walking the side here of the gig.
Is this yourself?
It is. So what you were just saying there, we might even have time for the pub.
We might.
Yeah.
If we get on our skates, and we'll be okay.
Skates, we might have to do that. Of course, Glenn's on the drum riser here, the view from up here. And, we like to keep costs down, so we're in Witherspoons. Glenn's just going to offer me a drink. I don't know what I'll have a pint of bitter, please. Sorry. If you ever want to see Vanity Fair in a particular town, find the Witherspoons. They'll be there.
Yeah, we're always going to be near a
Will indeed. It's Clacton, as you can see, a seaside resort in Britain. The lads are just walking. We're going back from the pub back to the gig. After a few drinks, don't tell anybody.
Trousers.
Good evening. This is the YouTube channel. See if we can try and get in there and have a look what's going on. Hello, gents. Are you looking forward to the gig tonight?
Yeah, very much so, yes.
Yeah. What bands do you like?
I used to like the Tremolos a great deal.
Did you?
Yes, yeah.
And what about yourself? Trems, right.
Yeah,
what about the other bands? Do you like any of them?
Dozy, Beaky, Tich.
Yeah.
Xanadu was always one of my
Anybody
favourites.
else?
Yeah.
We've got a YouTube channel called The Fortunes on Tour, and so far you've not mentioned them.
Oh, Fortunes, yeah. And the Fortunes.
They're all right.
Yes.
Yeah. Here's the money. Yeah, put it in your pocket.
They're all right.
Tremlos, yeah. Anybody else? Anybody else at all?
The Fortunes.
The Fortunes. Do you like them?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's actually a real sort of plus, because this YouTube channel is called The Fortunes on Tour. So are you gonna?
I saw it the other day. I watched
Did you?
it. Yeah.
Well, you're going to be on the telly now. You realise that?
Yeah.
Anyway, I hope you enjoy the show tonight.
Yeah, I'm sure we will.
It's lovely to talk to you, and we'll see you all soon.
Yeah, bye.
See you on telly. Caroline, how are you doing? This is Caroline. She was banned. Yeah, Caroline, as you can see, is a photographer, and she works in the Trems. I have to do some filming for us, which she can't be bothered tonight, so maybe get it tomorrow night. Well, here is the ubiquitous dressing room door and the view onto the stage. Just talking to some of the punters, as you saw there. It was quite fun. And this is a small theatre, very, very close to the back stage, as you can see. So a quick look out there and see what's going on. Oh, there's a few in. They're all coming in at the moment. So that's Clacton Westcliff Theatre. We've arrived at the hotel. We're upmarket tonight. We're at a premiering. It's quite upmarket for us. Premiering, isn't it?
Brilliant.
So
Lovely.
well, I finally made it back to the hotel. So after tonight's gig at Clacton Westcliff Theatre, which is gig 8 on the Sensational 60s Experience Tour, we were on first. So we actually went on at 7:30 and I'm back at the hotel and it's 5 to 9. So I'm going to go and have a beer with the boys. And tomorrow we're off to Stevenage. See you then. Well, I'm in Stevenage all the time. We've got 5 hours before the gig. A lot of time to kill. So there's a record shop just up here. And there's actually a music shop just down there. The lads are having a coffee. So I'm going to have a look and have a look to see what the records are like. So some parts of Stevenage are a bit sort of rough and rowdy, but this bit's not so bad around here. So let's see what's going on now. Well, I'm in Revolution Records in Stevenage ahead of tonight's gig, and it's a great little shop. So if you're in Stevenage, check it out. It's pretty good. Got a few nice little records. Some interesting stuff in here. Well, we're playing at Stevenage Gordon Craig Theatre. It's actually a big sports hall, so it's nothing like the others, and we've arrived early, so you can see all the stuff still being wheeled in here. I'm watching these young people doing all the hard graft, moving stuff. So here's the arena here at Stevenage. I used to think it was called the Gordon Craig Theatre, but apparently that's upstairs, and Francis Rossi of Status Quo is playing it tonight. We're down in the big arena down here, and this is the walk up to the stage. So it's not like an old-fashioned theatre, a bit more modern. That's Scott from the Trams and John Boy there from the Dozys.
How are you doing? Okay.
And I have filmed you, by the way.
You have, yes, I
did
realised,
film you,
yeah.
Yes, I did.
Do I get paid for that?
Have a word with my people. So there's tonight's gig here, and this is gig number, I think it's number 9. I'm starting to lose track of the numbers, to be honest. I've been carrying my guitar, as you can see. So gig number 9, Stevenage.
One time.
Yes! I teach you fucking wallies and frankers. Tossers they are. Don't break yours with this lot.
Bloody knobheads. Well played though, well played.
10.
See, that's it.
The 10 went down and I put the 10 on, that was it.
Yeah.
Couldn't go wrong, and I thought I'd make him think for a bit.
Shove them up, Woody. That's 3 games he's cheated on.
It's all the bits, don't you?
Well, this is one of the best bits. Alan's here, and he's got some money for our merch.
Eddie Mooney,
This is your life.
this is your life.
There could be millions there, couldn't there?
And it's nice to see you look as old as your bass guitar, you little Irish twat.
That'll have to be edited straight away. Well, it's the end of this particular run of gigs at the moment. I've just arrived home late at night. Tonight's gig was in Stevenage, and so that was gig number, I can't even remember now, gig number 8 or 9. And tomorrow we've got one more on this run, and that is up in Billingham, up in the northeast of England. So I'm absolutely shattered, and I'm going to go have a cup of tea and get to bed. See you in episode 5.